Yo, so what's going on, guys? It's Boxhard here, and today I got you guys a commentary about the whole Infinite Warfare Battlefield 1, battle, deathmatch of fucking doom, whatever you want to call it. And so here's the general outline of the entire fucking thing. Activision releases Infinite Warfare trailer, right? They release it. People fucking hate it. People fucking hate it. People fucking hate it, right? And well, I can understand why people hate it, but I'm gonna get into that a bit later, right? So people fucking hate it. People fucking slam it, right? And all the while, all the Battlefield leaks suggest that the next Battlefield is going to be World War I, right? And people are getting excited as fuck. People are like, yes, finally, developers listening to us. We want to go back to the past. Personally, I don't give a shit. I really don't like going back to the past, but I'll talk about that later as well. So, and then, Battlefield, the DICE guys, they release the Battlefield 1 trailer. It's more like a teaser reveal. It doesn't really show anything in depth. But anyway, they release it, and it's World War I, and people are like, holy fucking shit, this is exactly what we wanted. So, Infinite Warfare trailer, 1 million dislikes. Battlefield 1 trailer, 1 million likes. So, yeah, contrast there. Obviously, a lot of people are just brigading the Infinite Warfare trailer, and they're just disliking it, making new accounts to dislike it even more, which is kind of pathetic in my opinion. But anyway, so, out of all of this, what do I think? Well, personally, I don't really give a shit. I mean, I think that at the core, people don't care about the future as long as it has, traditional bullet weapons in there, and as long as it doesn't have advanced movement. I think the advanced movement that is going to be in Infinite Warfare, that's the bigger issue, not the fact that it's in the future. And I guarantee that if it didn't have the advanced movement, people would hate it a lot less. Now, obviously, a lot of people are going to buy Infinite Warfare because they want Call of Duty 4 remastered, but, we'll see. We'll see, because I do believe that a lot of people have had time gilled their memories, and they don't remember just how much they actually struggled with Call of Duty 4. Obviously, back in those days, people were just starting to really get in to online multiplayer shooters on the console side. And back in those days, people were nowhere near as good at that shit as they are today. So, obviously, first off, we're going to get all of these people who played it in the past, and they're going to come back and play it again. Obviously, they're going to know every nook and cranny of those fucking maps. They're going to know every gun, everything. And what's going to happen is that all these people, they're going to try hard their fucking asses out in Call of Duty 4 Remastered. And people are going to rage. Mark my fucking words. People are going to rage in Call of Duty 4 Remastered because now there are all these tryhards there. People are now better at Call of Duty at FPS than what they were, 9 years ago, right? So, people are just loads better, okay? So, mark my fucking words, people are going to rage at Call of Duty 4, and they're going to say that it's shit, or that Infinity War fucked it up, or something like that. And me personally, I'm going to play Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty 4, because I never played Call of Duty 4. I started with Black Ops, so 2010. But, it's... with Battlefield, it's the same thing. Like, obviously, they went back to the past. I don't enjoy that. I don't like that. I wanted them to stay in the modern age, but, you can't always win. I'm really skeptical about buying Battlefield 1 because, it's World War I, and I don't think that it's going to have enough variety. So I'm kind of concerned about that. I'm probably going to play the beta, but that might be just it for me. When it comes to Infinite Warfare, yeah, definitely going to play the beta as well. And definitely going to check it out and see what's what and see if it's good. I didn't play the Black Ops 3 beta because, in Treyarch we trust. But Infinity War, they have a lot to prove. And Infinite Warfare, I don't know. It's probably going to sell a lot, but, at the same time, you never know. And so right now, also, what you got to think about is the fact that Sledgehammer Games, they're making the next Call of Duty that's going to come out in 2017. So right now, they have over a year and a half to still make the game, to still work on the game. And it'll be interesting as fuck to see if they actually change any of it. Because it'll just be interesting to see if they're actually going to change any of it, because it's just going to be really interesting to see if they're going to change it. Personally, if they just could take out the fucking advanced movement, I wouldn't mind. But also, it's like, at the same time, people, really don't know what they like most of the time. Like, one of the things that I think that Battlefield 1 is not going to be as good as people think it's going to be, because first off, Back Combat 2 launch, fucking garbage. Battlefield 3 launch, fucking garbage. Battlefield 4 launch, fucking garbage. So, that also is making me really skeptical about Battlefield 1. I think the Star Wars game actually had a better launch, which guys obviously took some notes out of that, but still very skeptical. But I think that the lack of variety and the limitations that the World War I era brings, it's probably gonna, bore people out, because people are already used to all of this customization being in games, whether it's weapon skins or whether it's just actually new weapons. So CSGO weapon skins, Call of Duty, and Battlefield new weapons. It'll be interesting to see if people get bored with that shit. Obviously, Call of Duty, people wanted it to change for years. So Sledgehammer Games changed it. They put in advanced movement, they put in all this shit, and people fucking hated it. People ended up fucking hating that game. Obviously, I like the game apart from the advanced movement. To hell with that boost jumping bullshit. In Treyarch, in Treyarch We Trust, they brought out this stupid advanced movement bullshit. And it's not perfect. I don't really agree with it. I can't talk. I don't really agree with it. But, it's like people want to change, and then people fucking hate it change. Obviously there is good change, bad change, good innovation, bad innovation. But at the end of the day, people really don't know what they want. Paraphrasing an old quote, I think it was from Henry Ford, that said, if he had listened to what people wanted, they would still be fucking running. We would still all be running fucking horses, because what people wanted, they wanted a faster horse. But he said, "Fuck that shit. Here's a car," and here we are. So I think that Call of Duty is probably gonna come full circle at some point, and they're gonna go back to boots on the ground. They're gonna go back to what Call of Duty used to be. Obviously, especially if they see that people play Call of Duty 4 a lot more, they're gonna be like, well then. I guess it's back to boots on the ground, and obviously the community backlash, it's gonna make him think. It's gonna make the investors think. It doesn't have to make the developers think. It doesn't have to make Activision think. Yes, if the investors say that, hey, this shit needs to change right fucking now, they will change it. I'm interested to see how fast they change it. I'm interested to see what Infinity Ward brings to the table. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I'm skeptical about both games coming out. We'll see, very fucking soon, I hope. Next month we should get a multiplayer reveal trailer for Infinite Warfare, so maybe that'll give us some more pointers on that. But, it's all, still good, and people are already either hating the shit out of something or loving the shit out of something that they have not fucking played and they haven't properly seen gameplay footage of. So keep that in mind, that shit's gonna change, your opinions are gonna change. At the end of the day, people who are saying that they're hating one thing and loving one thing, they're probably gonna end up either buying both or buying the thing that they say that they hated, or just they actually end up buying the thing that they said that they loved. But at the end of the fucking day, until these fucking things hit the shelves and we get the sales numbers in, we can't say shit about it, because, at the end of the day, the only way that you're gonna vote is with your wallet. If you don't like something, don't fucking buy it. Even if you want to play Call of Duty 4 Remastered, don't fucking buy it if you don't want to support Activision and tell them that it's okay to charge you $80 for a remaster. Because that's what you're going to tell them if you buy the Legacy Edition. So yeah, those are just some of my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.